everybody? Welcome back. It is a beautiful, I believe it's Saturday, if I'm not mistaken. It is a beautiful Saturday morning, and it is just beautiful. Thank God for another day. You know, we're alive. I've been up since like 4 a.m. Ain't tired. We're good though. But anyways, today's video is going to be another continuation of comic talk. Alright, to last video we did, I believe it was 1 to 4 of Absolute Batman. Today we're going to read 5 through 8, so another 4 issues of Absolute Batman. And I'm excited. I've been holding off on all my comics that I've been buying, been stocking up, been holding it all. Sorry, that's my dog. Anyways, I've been holding back, saving it all for you in the videos so I can get, you know, first reactions, everything. And today, that is what we're going to do. We're going to read the the next 4 of Absolute Batman. And yeah, that is what we're going to do today. Our usual fit check. Nothing crazy. Just a little hat, black shirt, pajama pants. You can't really see it, but I got them because, you know, big fan of pajama pants. And that is what it's looking like right now. So yeah. Okay, now that we're over here, let's grab Absolute Batman. It's just so hard to grab it with one hand. There we go. And of course we have the second book. I don't know how many issues this is, but we're going to be getting in this today. So this one is 1 through 5, I believe. So we're reading the last issue in here, and then we're jumping in to the next one. So let's go. Of course, I always forget the usual. It's morning time. Dog gotta go out, gotta use the bathroom. Took her out earlier, but might as well do it again. Go outside, look at how it's looking outside, and yeah, let's take the dog out. Let's go. A little strange that our door was open. But anyways, looking like a beautiful day. Of course, it is another beautiful backyard day. Just look at that water, look how it's glistening. I mean, just what's not to love? How are you feeling today? Feeling good? You feeling good? Got some marks on your head. Don't know how you got those. Yeah, you look happy. You look fine. I think we got a little bit of turtle action. Trying to see if I can get to the turtle. You can't really see it. But there is like a little turtle kind of poking out his head somewhere over there. I mean, when you just come outside, you see a beautiful day like this, it just makes you so glad to be alive. Like, I mean, it's just so beautiful. Today would be such a nice day to go to the comic book store. Gotta save. Not yet. Wednesday. Okay, we are back in our room, and we have the issue, or the issues, should I say. If you do not remember where we left off, it was issue 4 of Absolute Batman. We got a backstory and the more Bruce Wayne's kind of upcoming as Batman. Got some stuff when he was a kid, kind of his life. I believe number 3, what happened in it? It's been like a few days, so I don't quite remember. I might gotta skim through real quick just to get a quick refresher. I know he had that whole fight scene at a government building. Yeah, we have Alfred kind of peering into his life a little bit. All kind of good stuff. And we are ready to go to number 4. So let's get into it. All right, I have just finished number 5. So I guess I was wrong. For starters, this goes up to 6, which is actually really good. I didn't know this went up to issue 6. It said 1 out of 5. So I assumed it was up to 5, but I guess it's 6 issues, which means the next one is 6 issues. Which that's really good for me. That's really good because I have issue 15 and 17 separately. So that means I just got to get 13, 14, and 16, and then I will be all caught up in the series. But anyways, this was really good. So issue 5, let's talk about it. I do remember now upon reading issue 5, that Batman took a bribe. The bribe was 200 million, leave us alone for a week. Obviously, Batman does not take that. He takes the money and he burns it all. He does this thing where he doesn't spend a dime of it. He makes actually like a bat signal. And of course, spoilers if you not okay with that. But he does this right here. He makes a humongous bat symbol out of the money. And it is insane. He burns it all. And at this point, he's caught. He tried to, fight off his goons and stuff of the party animals. And Roman, which is like the main leader, gets the absolute crap beaten out of him. But pretty much saying that he won't fall. He gets burned, beaten, cut, somehow walks away from it all. And he goes back to Alfred. Because, him and Alfred's still that kind of mercenary kind of guy. And they are both aware of each other's existence. But instead, they kind of work together for a second. And Alfred patches him up. But he says he'll never do it again. Like, he'll never patch up Batman ever again. This was like a one-time thing of him doing it. And we kind of end the comic with the party animals being like, okay, welcome to the party. Like, now we're going to attack Gotham. Now it's time for us to rise. And that's kind of where we end the thing. It's just Batman driving around the city, saying screw the bribe. And we move on like that. Man, I gotta shave. I'll probably do that tonight. I gotta shave. Anyways, we're now getting into number 6. That is what the issue is looking like. And hey, that's one issue down. And I'm loving it. It was very peak. That shot of Batman with the symbol is absolutely insane. I cannot say how cool that was to actually look at that and read it. And now, let's get into issue 6, the last issue of this book. And I double checked. It is the last issue. And then we'll be done with this. So yeah, let's get into it. Okay, and just like that, I have finished the first 6 issues of Absolute Batman. Now, thoughts. Peak. I see why this is #1 sold. I see why everything's going the way it's going. It's perfect. We get a little teaser at the end saying, okay, get Bane. So let's talk about it. So Batman gets patched up. He placed this tracker on Roman, and now he's gonna go kick his ass. He goes on the plane. He tells his friends. Because I guess he needed help from them. The Riddler, like he guessed it, he was Batman. All his other friends, he told them that he was Batman, and he got some help to where he could. One of them has a plane, and he jumped off the plane to go on a yacht where Roman was. And he starts beating the hell out of everyone. He finds Roman, pretty much kills him, I believe. I can't show it, obviously, because of gore reasons, but he, takes his 2, bat things and then, jams them in his face. And that pretty much blinds Roman. I don't know how that doesn't kill him. He's still alive. But I'm 99% sure he killed him. But that was very good. It ends with, I think the yacht explodes. I'm not quite sure. It just kind of shows him getting out of the yacht. Yacht explodes, I'm pretty sure, and then he falls in the water. Alfred, after saying he wasn't gonna help him, ends up helping him again, says oh, if I'm stuck in Gotham, then you are. Pulls out Batman and he starts patching him up, and that's kind of how it ends. We do get to see that Jim Gordon, though. Him and Bruce's mom, because in this series, Martha is alive and she's like a dictator, kind of. She's in the government place. She's helping Jim, and they're both on the streets. And then Roman, early in this issue, drops little crates everywhere in the city where random people can pick up masks and guns, and the masks all have IDs in them. So if you look at someone, it'll tell you how much money you'll get for killing them, robbing them. And Jim Gordon and Martha have a $1 million price on both their heads. But in the end, Batman stopped Roman just in time, to the point where the bounties became useless, so no one died, luckily. And that's kind of how it ends, with a good story. And then we get this epilogue of, I don't know who this is, but we do get this epilogue right here where at the very end we got this mystery man, and it says, "It's time, get Bane." So now we're gonna get introduced into Bane. We're done with this one. Absolutely peak. I'm gonna get this signed when I go, because remember, I'm going to MegaCon, and I will be meeting all the people, Scott Snyder, and I will be getting this signed. I cannot wait to have this signed, and I'm gonna be getting one of my Death to the Bat Family one signed. Anyways, let's get the next book start on. Man, I gotta get some tape for these, man. Some of the comics I got, they didn't have anything, so I gotta get some tape for those, or something to make these close, because that's kind of annoying. Anyways, one in, one out. Let's grab it. Boom, here we go. Abomination. Okay, here we go at Absolute Batman Volume 2 right here. The next, and I checked, this one goes up to 13 issues. The last one went up to 6. This one goes from number 7 to 13. So that is one more issue than the last one. And like I said, we're going up to issue 8. So we have the first one read and done, and we have the second one. So we have 5 and 6, 2 more issues to go. We're about to get into number 7 right now, starting off this one, Absolution, or Abomination, I'm sorry. Let's get into it. I'm excited. Can't wait to see Bane. Absolutely insane. Chapter 7. Also, this goes up to 14. I didn't even know that. I rechecked it. This goes up to 14. Like, I have 15 in my bag over there, and I have 17. I just need 16. That's the only one I'm missing now. I had no idea this goes up to freaking 14. That's insane. This is so good. Anyways, 7 was like an introduction, because this is like kind of a new arc, I would say. The first 6 was like the introduction. This is where we're starting to get into it. So it starts off, Bruce is like walking on the street. He has a friend named Matches, which is one of the people at the poker table. He dies. I guess I don't know how, like, there's like this virus, and a virus killed him. It like melted his skin. Can't show that, obviously. But that happened with him. Him and his friends are kind of talking about it at Crime Alley. And Bruce is kind of like, leave me alone, I'm Batman. They all want to talk about why he's Batman, and how all of them realized that Bruce was taking bits and pieces of him to turn himself into Batman, the knowledge of the Riddler, the training, all this stuff. And I'm slowly starting to realize too that all of his friends are his villains, are gonna be. Like, I think one of his friends, his nickname is Croc, Killer Croc, Riddler, all these people, right? And it's gonna be insane. Anyways, one of his friends, I believe, ends up turning into Mr. Freeze, and we get Mr. Freeze Absolute. This is the front cover of issue 8. That's insane. And we get, I don't know how this conversation really starts. Maybe I'm just slow and I didn't realize, but he's talking with his friend Victor, which I'm guessing is also someone from the table. He's talking with him. Both of Victor's parents is frozen, right? They're both frozen. And Victor's been collecting like animals, like a mammoth, a tiger. It's been freezing him. But he has his parents frozen, saying that his parents wanted to be frozen in ice, so like their love can last. Anyways, yeah, he's like on this mission. He goes in, sneaks in this building, on top of a building. Slowly Batman pipes entering nobody. So yeah, he enters in this building as Batman to kind of get a lead on the engineered virus, and he ditches the Batman outfit and he goes as Bruce Wayne to kind of enter in as nobody, and sees his friend Victor up there. Victor, out of nowhere, kind of transforms into Mr. Freeze. He's talking about everything, and then boom, Mr. Freeze. He might actually not be one of his friends. I might be giving you false information. Okay. Okay, I'm sorry. I gave you a lot of false information. He's not his friend. He's just a guy he met up there. And then he started talking to, and it turns out he's Mr. Freeze. And we get that crazy view of him. And we're about to see what Mr. Freeze is looking like in issue 8. It's gonna be crazy. This is gonna be the last one, because first one we read issue 1 through 4. This is gonna be 5 through 8. So now we're on the last one of this video. The next one will be 1 through 12. Not 1 through 12. It will be 9 through 12. And then 13 to 17. So we're getting there. We really are getting there. Alright, it's about to be crazy. Let's read issue 8. Okay. Issue 8 is done, and that is all we're reading today. But this is gonna be great. So, issue 8. Batman fights Mr. Freeze, right? Obviously, he doesn't go by that name yet, but it's Mr. Freeze. He fights, it's just a back and forth between him fighting and having a conversation with his friends. Because like I said in the last issue, he's with his friends, he's talking to them in Crime Alley, and he's telling them, they're all like kind of arguing almost, like, do you want to die? Like, you can't do this alone. If you do this alone, you're going to die. And Bruce reluctantly finally gives in and agrees, and he's like, you're right, I need help, pretty much, and answering no, he doesn't want to die. So that's kind of how that goes, is that they all kind of band together and they're like, all right, we're going to help each other. We're going to just figure this out. We're all going to be Batman, pretty much. Him fighting Mr. Freeze goes pretty crazy. So how this works is he's fighting Mr. Freeze, and he gets out because Mr. Freeze is trying to freeze him, obviously. And Mr. Freeze has a whole bunch of test subjects, a bunch of people that he froze. And they all kind of like him, but like a lesser version. So he lets them all go to attack Batman, and Batman has to fight like 10 different people that are all kind of like Mr. Freeze. See right here, he's like beating them. There's like some blood spilling everywhere, and that's kind of how that goes. He realizes he's outnumbered, and he jumps the window. And that is what he does. He just kind of jumps out the window because he's in this tall building. He breaks out the window, calls for all his friends to meet back at the gym because Croc, his nickname, Waylon Jones, he has a gym. So he goes, he's like, all right, let's all meet up back there. And he talks to everyone through like a comm in his ear. Now, here's where things get interesting. At the end, some people ambush Waylon Jones, Croc, and they kind of beat him up. And they check his vitals, I assume that is. They check his vitals. And they say he's the perfect specimen. Now, what does that mean? Now, based on, we get a sneak peek of our next, what we're going to read next. Issue 9, not in this video, but we get Bane. Now, could Waylon Jones Croc be Bane? I thought it was going to be Killer Croc. He might be Bane. I don't know yet. I'm assuming not, because he said, let's go get Bane. So as in Bane being somebody else already there. But I think this could be him turning into Killer Croc, saying he's a perfect specimen, meaning something's gonna happen with him. And that is a good place to start. Leaves us on a cliffhanger for the next issue. It is looking good. This one, like I said, has up to issue 14. We have 15 in over there, needs 16. We have 17, and I cannot wait to keep reading this, which we'll probably read like next Saturday. Same thing, next Friday, Saturday. Next video will be a vlog video. Obviously Wednesday, comic book day. That is what the next video will be. Okay, everybody, that is a wrap on this video right here. If you liked it, make sure to like, subscribe, and comment on what other series. I do want to pick up Absolute Superman. I know that is a series. I definitely want to pick up that one. We'll probably get that when we go on Wednesday, we'll probably pick up Absolute Superman. I cannot wait to buy that one. And we're gonna see how things go. So far, I'm loving the comic. Today, like I said, was 5 through 8, and the next one will be 9 through 12. So that'll be also a good one. Recap. As I said, this is the first time. I know my reactions are kind of dulled because I'm not recording the whole segment of me like reading it. I'm recording the end of it, but I did really like it. So thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. I'll see you on the next video. Probably will come out Thursday, maybe Wednesday, we'll see. And I really do appreciate it. Much love. See you on the next one, and bye.